Koko the elephant. Here in the jungle, amidst the tall evergreen trees, where the river's fierce gushes are echoed through the air and where exquisite flowers grow, lived a happy mother elephant with her joyous little baby. Oh my! The little cub has as much energy in him as the sun had warmth in it. The young cub and his mother lived a very content life. They played when the sun was up and bright. They ate the sweetest of fruits to comfort their rumbling bellies. And when the moon was high and the crickets chirped, they slept peacefully in the gentle wind. But jungle life isn't always peaceful, for danger always lurks where you least expect it to be. One afternoon, the young elephant wandered a little too far from his mother. It was a tiger. The young cub rushed to his mother, who had been looking for him. She saw the approaching tigers, and the two of them ran for their lives. Unfortunately, the tigers spotted the two elephants and gave chase. They rushed through the winding forest, but just couldn't shake the tigers off their lead. They soon reached the river. There was no place to go. On hearing the tigers' growing snarls, the mother elephant did the only thing she could and waded hurriedly into the water along with her cub, escaping just in time from the predators. They swam for a while, but suddenly the young baby elephant got caught in a strong water current. His mother frantically tried to rescue him, but to no avail, and the young cub was drifted off and away with the current, alone. Somewhere at the forest's edge, a young king had been doing his rounds of the kingdom and had stopped for a rest. His name was King Rufus. What is that strange-looking rock? It's an elephant cub. The king and his men went over and were astonished to see the little cub soaking wet and extremely tired. The poor thing must have drifted down the river. It's shivering. Let's take it back to the palace for now. And so, a tired and scared Koko was gently carried to the palace. The king was a kind man, much loved and respected by his people. But he made sure that even the animals were looked after with compassion. And while Koko was nervous and sad at first, he soon felt welcome and started to heal well. One day, the king's chief army commander approached the king.
My king, I have noticed that the young cub seems to be exceptionally high-spirited and strong. What if we trained him with the other war elephants?
Oh, I see what you mean. Very well. Do as you seem fit. Oh, and also...
Yes, my king?
Let's name the little chap Koko.
Haha, of course, your majesty.
Koko's training soon began. He worked hard and was looked after well. As the years went by, Koko grew into a mighty elephant, one that would be admired by others for his strength, but who admired the king for his kindness. One day, the kingdom was heavily threatened, and so King Rufus, along with his army, went to war. The war began, and the two enemies clashed, but halfway through, King Rufus felt that they were starting to lose. Suddenly, an enemy soldier saw his chance to attack King Rufus. Koko saw this. He rushed over and, thwarting away the enemy's attack, bravely defended his king. King Rufus was awed by Koko's bravery. He stood up with a new determination. Koko's brave sounding has brought back with it courage and a new hope.
We will not lose this battle. Not here, not now, not ever. Charge! Yay! Alright! Yeah! Whoa! Yay! Koko!
With a single act of undying loyalty and utter bravery, the entire course of the battle was turned around, and King Rufus and his army valiantly won the fierce battle.
We won! Hey! Huzzah! Woo! Hey! Huzzah! Woo! Alright!
In the same way King Rufus had been Koko's savior, Koko had now become the king's. From then on, the king saw Koko in a whole new light.
Give Koko more fruits. No, he likes the peaches more. Give him those.
He became the king's favorite.
Just here to see how how Koko is doing. Your Majesty, it would be best if you didn't disrupt. Go, Koko! Yes! That's my boy!
Koko and King Rufus were now as close could be, almost like family. Koko was there to witness the king's wedding. The birth of the king's children.
Look, Koko! Look at my two angels! Aren't they lovely?
They were so close that the king and Koko were almost always found together.
There you are. I've been looking for you all over. Really, why didn't you marry Koko? I'll never understand.
No, my dear. I love you a lot. Koko, however, is special to me too.
Yes, I can quite see that.
For many years, the king, along with Koko, battled through the numerous wars. One day, the king and queen were busy talking to their advisors, and they had left their children to play nearby. However, they did not see the incoming danger. But Koko did. The king and queen were horrified to see the snake slithering away in fear.
Get that snake! Yes, sire. Koko! You saved the life of my children. Oh, you really are the best friend to have in the world.
As the years went by, Koko began to grow older, and this the king noticed. Koko was now slowing down in his training, and even otherwise.
I think Koko may not be able to fight anymore with you, my dear. Don't you think he should rest now?
I do think that too. He has served me well and loyally, and shall receive only the best possible care there is.
And so, Koko was now made to stay home and enjoy the luxuries of the palace. He lived his days being served just as well as the king himself, and playing with the prince and princess, or in the loving hands of the king. One day, Koko was out on his walk along with some soldiers. He loved these little walks, but due to old age, his vision was blurry and mind foggy. He tried to walk as carefully as he could. However, due to carelessness of his caretakers, he stumbled straight into a wide patch of loose soil. He was absolutely stuck, and the more he struggled, the more he sank. The soldiers were horrified. The news soon reached the king, and how horrified he was. He hurriedly reached the site of trouble and watched frantically as his soldiers and men tried to pull the huge elephant out. Pull! It was no easy task and was beginning to look extremely hopeless.
Oh, what do I do? My poor Koko.
The chief army commander watched and thought hard about the terrible state of things.
A drum?
He suddenly remembered something from years ago and wondered, would doing something like that work?
Soldiers, go and bring out the war drums. Bring them here immediately and drum them.
Everyone was incredibly startled at this suggestion. The king was astounded. What is this about war drums?
Trust me, Your Majesty. What I have in mind just might work.
Although confused, the king gave the order, and soon a whole band of drummers stood at Koko's side.
And sound!
The king watched in awe as Koko's entire countenance changed. With every strong beat given out, the elephant regained a bit of his old vigor, and soon enough, much to everyone's amazement, the elephant began to move and pull himself out.
Now, pull!
With the help of the soldiers pulling, and the new determination that flowed through Koko's heart and eyes, the elephant soon stood strong, mighty, and victorious as he had so often done many years ago.
Koko, oh my dear Koko, how brave and strong you are.
He's telling you that in the same way elephants don't forget things. You too mustn't forget his greatness, no matter how old he is.
Forgive me, Koko. Come, let us go home.
And so, we close upon the happy returning duo. We must all remember that no matter the challenges we meet, we must greet them with all our strength. When things get tough, allow your hearts to beat and drum with determination. If we all live with undying purpose, we will truly be able to enjoy a very fulfilling life.